You are now tuned in to Chicago Red TV, where reality is alleged and all things alleged could be reality. Hey Redheads, it's your favorite girl from the Midwest, Chicago Red, and you have stepped into another exciting episode of Chicago Red TV, where today's feature is Resurrection Ranch. And before we go any further, since you stepped into the room, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. I mean, it's free. Unless you feel compelled to contribute something, I'm not mad at you. You can just, follow that little information at the bottom and we're good. We're good either way. But, it helps to build up the things that I need in order to make this a better outlet for information and entertainment. So, do what you do. But for the meantime, I'm glad you're here and thank you for liking the video and ultimately subscribing. But for this video, we want to talk about Resurrection Ranch and what's going on with these cabinets. What's going on? So if you don't know, Tim, the half owner of IAG Farms, along with his wife Megan, they also had another property called the Woodlands. And Tim's mom was living in the home that her parents gave to her and her siblings. And Tim decided that he wanted to do the same renovations at that home that he had done in his own home. However, Miss Lillie's siblings did not want Tim and his cameras all up and through that space because they didn't feel like the home was fit for that type of to be put on, out there in the public like that. I don't know if they felt shame about the place because it really did need a lot of updates, some modernization, and I don't know, they felt a ways. So Tim felt a way about them telling him that he couldn't do it and decided that, we have this other property down the way from us. Why don't we just put my mom in that location and then we can film as much as we want to. We can create all the content that we want to because it's our property. And my mom will understand, or she understands that that's the mission, that's the goal. And we just want to let everybody see how we've been blessed through this ministry and how God has made a way for them. That's one perspective. But anyway, so Tim's mom now lives at Resurrection Ranch, which is what we have here, and you'll see it in a second. One of my issues with Tim and how he goes about creating content, I get that as a content creator, you want to create as much content as you possibly can. And there's always things to do when you own a home or when you own a property. There's always things that you can do to create content. However, I don't think that it should be at the behest of your family. Like, I don't think your family should suffer in the process of you trying to find content. For example, they bought this mobile home. They've had this property forever, but they bought this mobile home last year. I want to say September-ish, October-ish. But the mobile home has been there for months. At least 5 months it's been there. And he went in and ripped up all of the carpet off the floors, removed all of the cabinets from the kitchen, gutted the bathroom, took up all the flooring in the mobile home, and only put the floors down. And he put laminate flooring in the living room, Miss Lily's bedroom, and her bathroom. It's an ensuite. So those are the only rooms that have flooring. The rest of the house does not. The kitchen just had the cabinets delivered 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they were installed. What we're doing now is waiting for the countertops to be installed. Tim was not there for the delivery of the installation of the cabinets, but he's there for the installation of the countertop. But my point was, Tim will drag things out just for the sake of content. And I don't dislike Tim. I don't love Tim. I'm right in the middle, because I think there are things that he does that are admirable, and then there are things that he does that are questionable. And one of the questionable things is how he has his family, in my opinion, suffering so that he can create content. This is one of those things, his mom. So let's go ahead and deep dive into Resurrection Ranch, installing a new kitchen in my mom's mobile home. Let's get into it.
Resurrection Ranch, where it's still all about God. And today's video is going to be amazing. And I'm actually, it's just not you all who are seeing this for the first time, but I'm seeing this for the first time as well. Because today we're going to be finishing off my mom's kitchen. Well, not finishing it off, I guess adding another layer, I should say. Because the cabinets have been installed. And I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to be down here to record. And as you all know, we've lightened the load on my mom, so she doesn't do any recording. We just want her to enjoy this.
Miss Lillie said, you, your cameras, and your tripod. Can go sit in a ditch. I was trying to say something nice. But as it was coming up, the bad words were about to come out. So I had to stop myself. I don't cuss on this channel, no. I cuss in real life now. If you know me, you know me. But we don't do that here, you know. My public persona is that of someone who, you know, is very mindful, very demure, very cutesy. Anyway, Miss Lillie said you will not be bringing those cameras and those tripods up and through here in my space while I'm still trying to get organized. You're about to, when he goes into that house, you're gonna see she has 2 living rooms. She has the main living room that you walk into, then off to the right of the kitchen is another large living room space. And when I tell you everything from her house is in there, she also has a shed in the back. It's a lot of stuff in that shed too, but everything is in that space. I think most of the stuff that goes into her kitchen is probably in there, as well as her exercise equipment. Maybe who knows what else is over there, but you'll see. Let's get back into this.
This process, enjoy this new life, and just, you know, retire in peace. You know what I'm saying? Just spend time with the Lord and just enjoy it. But I have seen pictures. Like I said, the cabinets have been installed, and today they're actually coming back because they had to put in the order and do the measurements for the countertops. And today the countertops are actually going to be installed. So y'all get a chance to see the countertops being installed, even though y'all didn't see the cabinets being installed. But I haven't even seen the cabinets in person, because I spoke to my mom through the door and I said, I'm going to start the camera first before I come in and see it, because I want to, like, you know, enjoy this moment with you all and, like, be surprised and see it in person, you know, right along with you. But like I said, I've seen pictures, but, you know, it's nothing like seeing it in person. And so we're going to go in here and see my mom's kitchen and see the layout, because this is just the foundation. Because we're going to come in and do open shelving, and we still got to do floors and all those type of things. And like I said, the countertops aren't installed yet. They're coming to do that. They should be here in about 30 minutes or so. They're on the way now to do that. And I'm super excited to get in here and see it. So that's enough talking. Let's get in here and see what it looks like in here. All right, y'all. This has been a long time coming. And we've been waiting and working and doing all types of stuff.
I'm going to speed this up just a little bit during this, while this music is playing. Here we go, playback speed. Let's do 125.
Getting ready for this moment. So let's get in here and see what these cabinets look like. Oh yeah, I can see them already. That looks good. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Hey. I'm like up and down.
Yeah.
On the way.
There you go. Listen, how's it feeling in this brand new kitchen?
Oh, wow. It feels so good.
Yeah, Brian, hush.
Brian, no.
You know me. Hush, Brian. All right, I'm going to have to go get a dog.
I had to get my baby.
That's right. He was in the bargain. So how's it this third time? We're going to try it again. How does it feel in this new kitchen with this open concept and fresh cabinets? How's it feel?
It feels wonderful. Look at all the open space I'm going to have. I told you, y'all, they had to talk me into it. They had to tell me to downgrade on some of these cabinets. So it feels wonderful. It really does. And like I said, everything is coming together. It's coming together perfectly. It's coming together perfectly. We have had, I think our hardest time was the beginning. So like I said, I don't do beginnings anymore. We're doing endings now. So and that's what's going on.
That's right.
It was toughest in the beginning because Timothy was basically calling the shots. And Miss Lillie had very little to do with a lot of what was going on. So that's why she doesn't do well with the beginnings. So it's my opinion.
I love my refrigerator. Look at it, y'all.
Oh yeah, nice and shiny. And that was what you wanted from the beginning. You wanted all black appliances and accents and everything.
Yes, that's what I wanted. So it's coming. Black knobs, pool knobs, everything just perfect. So,
that's right. I love it. Even got the black stainless steel freezer over here.
And that was a gift. That was a gift from the Lord. That came from a wonderful two givers that He sent to me.
That's our mission.
Now, just so you all know, this deep freezer was given to her by Tim and Megan. This was the deep freezer that had damage to it, and Megan and Timothy supposedly contacted the company to let the company know that they received damaged appliance. I can't get my words out. They received a damaged appliance and needed a replacement, which that's how it's supposed to go. You let them know when it's delivered, while the delivery person is still there. You let them know that it's damaged, and then that delivery person takes it back, and they'll give you another one when another one is available. Well, that's the damaged one. They said that the company told them to keep it. For real? A deep freezer? They just donated a deep freezer to you? Okay.
Yeah. Listen, we can't get no credit for that though, because my mom, she had the idea to put that right there. But y'all, let's see if I can get it out of the way. But y'all remember that right there? That's the deep freezer that came damaged, and they didn't want us to send it back.
Now, personally, I would have stuck a rhinestone in there. I would not have put that ribbon on there in my new kitchen. I would have stuck a rhinestone in a big old fat rhinestone. Yeah, but that's just me. I'm different from them. They not like me at all.
Back, so that was a blessing for Grandma, right?
It was damage to me.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the only little nick, and you can't even tell once you put the little thing on top of it.
I would have put that there, but that was Megan's idea too. So I'm satisfied with it. What's wrong with a little dent? I got dents in me, but they threw me away.
There you go. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's walk around. Look at this kitchen. It's looking good. I already getting things organized. I guess you're waiting to put things in drawers and stuff to the countertops. Yeah. It look kind of weird to have stuff in drawers at countertops. But look at this. This was I kind of helped to design this because they were gonna do some things different, but we changed some things around, and we still have this little nook here because I think they were gonna put the refrigerator over here and then put this little coffee nook over here. And I can't remember what all happened in that design session with Mike, but we decided that it would be better to have the coffee nook over here. And we have a little open shelving up there at the top, and she'll better have her little coffee pot or whatever she decided to put right there. It don't have to be a coffee nook. She might decide to put that somewhere else, but there's a little nook here that's available for, whatever she decides to do with it. And I love this pantry here, because I was telling Megan we should have got our pantry this size.
Now, I do want Tim to understand that that's not a pantry. That's just a cabinet. It's a tall cabinet. It's not a pantry. A pantry is something that you would walk into and turn around and, reach around. That's a pantry. That right there, you just open it up, put your arm in there, and pull it back out. That's a cabinet. But they're from the South. He's rural. Maybe they don't know any better. I don't know. Or maybe that's what they call pantries in the South. Well, I don't know what they would call a room where you can actually walk into it and put your canned goods and dried goods on the shelves. I don't know what they would call that, a closet. I don't know, but that right there is not a pantry. Let's continue.
They did a smaller pantry, and I love this. And I think you can put shelves in there too, right?
The shelves didn't come in, so they're on back order. So.
I got you. Cool. Yeah, so that's gonna be a nice big pantry. Yeah, I know next time we do a kitchen like this, we're gonna make sure we get a big pantry like this, because we were trying to save counter space, and we don't even use that little bit of extra counter space. We could have used that pantry space a little bit better. And you can see the knobs. I know y'all remember we were picking these knobs out in the store in Home Depot, and so they turned out well. It all looks good. Oh yeah, soft close cabinets. I forget. Look at that. You don't even have to. You just.
Those are not knobs. Those are either handles or pulls, but they are not knobs. I'm gonna need Timothy, if he's gonna call himself an interior decorator or designer or whatever he wants to go by. I'm gonna need him to learn the proper names for things. While he's talking about he designed this, he was a part of the designing process. Learn the terminology, sir, young man. Come on now.
There you go. Soft close. You don't even have to push them closed. We'll come back and look at this amazing refrigerator. Let's keep on walking around looking at the cabinets. And so I think you said, Mama, that we were short a couple drawer pulls.
Well, actually, we weren't short. I figured out after the fact. These two were left, but I think when we were picking the pulls out, we had two of them that was bigger that was supposed to go there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. So we're really not missing, but I'm still probably have to take these back since they already installed those.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a suggestion for anybody that is having issues with a receding hairline like Miss Lillie. Let me see if I can.
The ones when they're supposed to be bigger, but they still look good.
Okay, I don't know if you can see this very well, but Miss Lillie's hairline is back. It's sitting back a ways, and that's not that. I am not. This is not to shame anybody, but what I am going to say is, if that's your situation, the last thing you want to do is part whatever you have, whatever hairline you have, and create baby hairs, because it brings attention to that space. Don't do that. Just work with what you have. They actually have products that will allow, you can color it in, because it seems like she colors her hair, because I can't see a woman of her age, she's in her 70s, living in Mississippi with jet black hair. How? So I'm sure that she's coloring her hair. So you can get stuff to, create what looks like a hairline, or, a fuller hairline. But doing this right here, that it brings attention to it. It's like you have it's like the parting of the Red Sea. And I don't like that. I wish somebody would tell her. Okay. If somebody knows her, can you let her know? Just to help her out. Because I'm not being malicious. I'm really, really trying to help. But it probably doesn't even matter in that part of Mississippi. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Yep. So over here, instead of like I said, we need to get two more installed here. And so they already come with the hose drill, or did he do that?
No, he had to do that.
Okay, good. So I got you, cool. All right, then we have this big drawer here, and this would be mainly for like the pots and the pans and things like that. Mike makes sure that he gives us, since we downsize on the cabinets and we don't do upper cabinets, he gives us like these big little drawers here, and or big drawers here, and that way you have room for all your pots and pans. And basically in your whole kitchen, if you stack it right, this is enough. Like, you don't even have to put pots and pans anywhere else. Like, that's enough for all the pots and pans. And as you can see, just more cabinet space going around here, and they just look amazing. That soft close. And then you got your under the sink cabinets. That's huge, nice, big, and wide.
Now, what I would do if I were Miss Lillie's age and having cabinets installed, I would definitely have my shelves pull out. Every shelf that's in the cabinet, I would make sure that it has rollers on the side and it pulls out, because After I get to a certain age, I'm not gonna want to bend all the way down there looking for stuff. And I don't have any shelving at the top yet because my son told me not to do it, and I don't know when he's gonna put the top shelves up. Yeah, I would have had shelves that come out so I can pull them out, look and see what I want, and push it back. That's what I would have done. But Miss Lillie ain't my mama. But if my mama was redoing her kitchen, that's what we would be doing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You just close them. You don't even have to close them. Soft, they just close themselves. And then this is a pretty big cabinet as well.
And you know what else I'm going to stopping it. But what was getting on my nerves while Tim was going through it, explaining what was going on, we've had soft closed doors and drawers for at least 10, 15 years now, maybe more. He's saying this stuff like it's brand new. Like nobody's seen soft closed doors or soft closed drawers. Dude. Stop. Stop it. Please. Please. I beg of you. Don't, if you get another, well, they actually did just buy another property. But when you do whatever it is that you're going to do on that new property, please don't talk about the soft closures on the doors and the drawers. Please don't do that. Because as much as you try to sound like you know a lot, by putting an emphasis on the soft closed drawers and doors, it shows that you are not used to things. That's what it sounds like. Like you're not used to having certain things. So you emphasize it more. You talk about it more. Like it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. In fact, I would prefer doors that don't have a soft close or drawers that don't have a soft close. Because when I'm with somebody and they piss me off, I need to be able to slam a door. I need to be able to push that drawer in and make it make some sounds. That's what I need. So none of this soft close stuff, but that's just me. All right, let's get back to Tim and Miss Lillie.
So I think Grandma's gonna have plenty of space with everything, and the drawers should be soft closed as well. Let's see. Yep, soft closed drawers. And I think you got a cabinet back around here too, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. So got a little nook right there. And there were a couple little pieces that didn't come, that were supposed to come, but they didn't send them, so they're on back order now. Like the trim that goes, there's just a white sheet of trim. And then I also think that there's gonna be a side piece that goes right here that comes down. And so that refrigerator, I know it is, that refrigerator should be completely boxed in. And Grandma, come on over here and show us your refrigerator.
Wow, I'm telling you.
This refrigerator that we had to beg you to not buy a refrigerator before the time. Because we told you that we custom designed these cabinets to fit this type refrigerator. This is a counter depth refrigerator. So you can't just put any refrigerator in this kitchen. And so we got Grandma to wait. And so Grandma give us a tour of this refrigerator.
All right, well they did, y'all. Y'all just don't know how many times I went different places looking for a refrigerator and had to resist that temptation of...
Now, if it were me, I would have bought myself a refrigerator. And when the new refrigerator came in, I would have stuck the old refrigerator around the corner where that, right up in here, I would have stuck that refrigerator up in here somewhere and had two refrigerators. Or put it off in that extra living room and had two refrigerators, one in the kitchen and one in the living area. And filled that with, pops and what they call it, soda. With soda and cold drink, Kool-Aid, watermelon, peaches, orange, whatever. All of that stuff would have been in there too. So I don't have to go all the way to the kitchen to get something while I'm in this extra living room. But again, that's just me. Because what you will not have me doing is using dorm room refrigerators while I'm waiting for this big refrigerator to get dropped off. That's what we're not doing. Because I'm a grown woman. I'm 70-something years old. I deserve to have a full-size refrigerator in my undone kitchen, at the very least. But let's continue.
Fine, boy. But through all of that, this is another blessing.
That's
from
right.
Something I didn't have to spend money on.
That's right.
The Lord gave these same two people the wisdom and the care to buy this refrigerator for me.
Miss Lillie, that's not the Lord. The Lord doesn't give you wisdom to buy a refrigerator. I'm gonna need y'all to quit blaming the Lord for a lot of the stuff that's just basic. That's basic, Miss Lillie. The Lord didn't put that on Megan and Tim. Megan and Tim knew you needed a refrigerator, so they got you one. It was delayed, but they got you one. That's not the Lord. Stop. Just stop. Stop. It makes it seem like y'all not used to having stuff. That's what you're giving. That you're not used to having things. And I know you had things because this is not your first house. So come on now. Let's do better.
But I'm glad I waited.
That's right.
I love it. It felt so different getting rid of those little bitty ones. I've already taken those back to where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
So, but just open it and just feel the openness of it.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I have even put, some stuff in there.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
When the boys come back, we got drinks, we got all this kind of good stuff.
Yeah, why is her I know it's not a Stanley mug. I know she didn't pay money for a Stanley, but why is her fake Stanley mug in the refrigerator? Oh my goodness. I noticed this earlier when I was watching. I was like, why is... You know what, Miss Lillie? Do you, Miss Lillie? You can do what you want to do. I don't even know why I'm laughing at. That's your mug. You can put it wherever you want to. You can stick it in that deep freezer with the bullet hole in it if you want to.
And now I wasn't too sure about this type of freezer on the bottom, but I love it. I hadn't put too much in there yet, so but the only thing that's missing with this so far is just the ice maker. Give me water ran to it.
You got the water line ran to it.
Right, and in this one, it doesn't have the outside water and ice feel. It's in the inside. So that shows you the diagram of what it actually looks like. And the ice maker is down here.
Scoop it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I love it. I really, really do.
And we're glad you love it. And we're glad that you were patient enough to wait, like I say, to get the right refrigerator at the right time. Timing is everything.
It is. So, like I say, I have learned through this journey, y'all. Because okay, Brian, where you going?
Brian trying to get out and run around.
I have never been one to be patient and wait on things.
Brian said, let me get down. Because I'm tired of y'all talking about basic stuff. Come on. This is ridiculous. Brian said, I'm out.
If it comes to my mind, I want it then. But I've gotten to the point now that I can do a little bit. I'm doing better with that. So I'm still having a ways to go. They still having to fuss at me, y'all. That's okay. They fuss for a good reason, not for a bad reason.
It's called discipleship. The world calls it fussing. God calls it discipleship.
Okay.
Go ye therefore and make disciples. He didn't say go ye therefore and say, hey, can you please become a disciple? Can you please do this? It says no, make disciples.
Okay,
that's a power word.
All right. They're making a disciple like me.
There you go. Yeah.
And maybe I can just pass it on to somebody else that doesn't have the patience like I used to didn't have it. So,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I'm working that. So.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
And so y'all have already, go ahead.
Somebody's tracking mud in, y'all. We're going to have to do something about these boots.
Oh, yeah.
You better be glad the floor's not in yet.
Oh, yeah. That's why we're going to give them good floors, so you can clean that mud up easy. No carpet.
All right.
You got a son that like to wear muddy boots. but them muddy boots are useful. They're very valuable.
There you go. I don't mind him coming in with the mud, y'all. As long as he coming in with helping hands along with it.
Most definitely, you already know. So behind you is your stove. Y'all have already seen the stove. Y'all know we installed that. And so everything's black. Is there anything else that we got the sink? Yeah.
It's gonna be right.
Yeah, he couldn't install the sink, and y'all saw we went and purchased the sink. If y'all haven't watched that video, we went and purchased the sink, the drawer pulls, and the refrigerator. Y'all go back and watch that once y'all get done with this video. But he's gonna get the sink installed, and the sink is gonna be matte black as well, and the faucet is gonna be matte black as well. So all the accents, all of the appliances are gonna be black. And then she has this black, I forget what it's called, granite. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but she also has the black deep freezer, so she can leave that sitting out in the open if she wants, because it matches everything. Usually with your deep freezer, you kind of try to hide it because it don't really match anything. Let me bag y'all up, let y'all see this amazing open kitchen. Man, it just feels so good to not have that big old thing that when you first walk in, I could check it.
Now, I'm not a construction person. I'm not a carpenter. I'm not a plumber. I'm not an electrician. I'm not none of that. Barely a painter. But is it me? Shouts out to Funky Dineva. But after they painted the wall, wouldn't it have made sense to lay the floor instead of waiting for the cabinets to be built? I mean, to be installed, and then lay the floor around the cabinets. Am I crazy? Because one, it would have been a straight shot. You wouldn't have had to do a whole lot of cutting and measuring and trying to get around those quirky angles that you have with this cabinet. Excuse me, with this cabinet. You would have just been able to lay the tile straight with no problem. But you have your mom in this house all this time with no real floor in her kitchen. I don't understand. It couldn't be me. Throw it away and buy a new one. Son, that is.
And you just walk in and it's just open. And these countertops are gonna hang over, so this is gonna kind of be like an island where the kids can sit and eat in and all that.
Again, Timothy, if you're going to be an interior decorator designer, and you're going to speak on these things as if you know what you're speaking of, you need to have proper terminology. That is not an island. You know what an island is? It's something that's not connected to anything. That's an island. That, sir, is a peninsula. Come on. It's a peninsula. It's not an island. It's attached to the rest of the cabinetry. It's a peninsula. It's not an island. And he's going to say it a couple more times, and it's going to irritate me some more. So when you see me go like this, when you see my eyes roll, that's why it's rolling. Because he's using improper terminology in this space where he's supposed to be the professional, the one who knows what this is, what this stuff is supposed to be. Oh my goodness.
That type of stuff. She'll be able to like sit food here, snacks and stuff like that for the grandkids. Let me just give y'all some different angles. Amazing.
Let me tell you something else that Timothy does that gets on my nerves. If he's using a word that has an S in it, and it's an S and another consonant, like ST or SN, snack, like in this case, snacks, or when he says it's still all about God, he'll put an H in there. So it's like it's still or snacks. He said it before too, but it's sh instead of still. It's still or snacks. He says snacks. Let me see if I could pull it back some. 15, 19. Let's go back to 15. Let's go back to 50. There we go.
Like sit food here, snacks and stuff like that for the grandkids.
Snacks.
Let me just give y'all some different angles to this amazing kitchen. And you know, I thought about it when I was watching the videos back, but you know, the budget couldn't handle it for this remodel. But I thought if I had to do this whole remodel again, what I would have did was I would have made this whole room here the kitchen, and then this would have been the dining room. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because I thought about it, because the cabinets just go on the whole line of the wall, and then open that all up. And I would have wanted to open this up just a little bit here, and like cut that and kind of like leave part of the wall, but just cut into it and have like a little island there, and just have a little piece cut out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And have a little island there, and that would kind of open that up, and then just have this whole thing as the kitchen, and then the dining room would have been in here. Oh no, you good? And this would have been the dining room. So I think that would have been nice. Yeah. Like I said, it might have overpowered the size of the living room, but I think if we would have cut into this wall and made that into an island, that would have made the living room feel bigger as well. But that's just, you know, hindsight, just me dreaming. Because
I'm glad he's just kind of dreaming, y'all, because that would have delayed us just a little bit longer.
Oh yeah, you know me, I don't believe in delays. It's like it's all God.
Now you heard what Miss Lillie said. It would have been nice, but it would have delayed the process. And she ain't here for the delays no more. She told you. She told you.
Playing his wheel. But yeah, everything looks good, y'all. Like I said, I'm super excited. I'm glad my mom likes it, and that's all that counts. No matter what y'all think. Long as my mama like it.
Let me point out my new little it's called a chandelier light. I don't know if you all remember. You have to go back and look at the other video. That little thing that was hanging way down in the
yeah.
I think it was gold.
Yep.
So one of my grandchildren, they said, Grandma, I got a light I want you to hang up. So I got somebody to come and install it, and I love it. It's gonna go perfect with all the black, that's going on in here. So.
That's right. Yeah, it ain't nothing but the Lord there. It was black as well. Yeah, so mom got a nice chandelier there. But and then all the black accents is like that, cause y'all see that right there. Yeah, got the black curtains. So my mom was getting she working with this decorating thing, and cause at first you were just using must be Blake out there. At first you were just using like stuff that you had from before, and we were like, no, this is a custom home. We gotta customize this thing. Yeah. All right, y'all. So it looks like our cabinet installers are pulling up now. They got multiple trucks, so that must be a lot of stuff they got. So y'all see what it is now. We're gonna get these countertops installed, and I can't wait to see this thing. So y'all just stick around. All right.
Oops.
I'm here today. Brother. Yeah, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
How you been?
Been good. Been good.
Good.
Sir. Oh, yeah, it looks good. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to blame it on the season. Why you want to walk away? When we began, swear we had something that was late. Baby has a feeling bad. All that was easy, I don't want to explain. I'll never let go of you. Try it ain't true. I'll never let go of you. Try it ain't true.
You know what? I think we're gonna fast forward through this because let's see. Nope. That's just the men actually working. Let's see here.
I can see they're working it down. They have countertop put in place. It's amazing. And they're working on getting trim and shoe molding. Well, not shoe molding, but what is it called? The baseboard. Getting the baseboard put in. They're putting a little panel up there now. And they're just getting everything dressed up nice. And they're also putting in a little piece of backsplash there. So we can do tile backsplash if we want, but we don't have to. Like I said, she'll be ready to go. Ready to roll once they get done today. And they are still missing a few pieces, like the piece that goes on the side of the refrigerator over there. They don't have that. They're still on back order. But other than that, they have everything. So I'm gonna just turn y'all back around, let y'all see this process. It's coming along amazing so far. What do you think? Do you like it so far?
I do. I'm completely love it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like it?
10 plus.
There you go.
Ain't no such thing as 10. It's going higher than that.
Because we went back and forth on this open kitchen. And you wanted open countertops and you wanted all that type of stuff. And we were like, it's a new season. We're opening this thing up, making it modern, fresh. And you kind of kicked and screamed, but you finally agreed to it.
I did.
But so now you're impressed with it, huh?
I'm impressed.
And you don't even have open shelves up there yet.
And it really won't be
It's gonna, yeah, you know, hey.
because what open shelves gonna be right here in this section, and maybe right there.
Yeah, you know the way I install them, though, they like, you know, you can set a truck on top of them.
That's right.
So somebody else will come in, you know, just screw them in, pop them in there, but I do it with the metal brackets to make sure they up there. You know what I'm saying?
That brings back a little memory, y'all. You know the guys that I hate to say this, but you know I just pointed out the guys that installed my TV mounts. I went in one room, y'all, and tried to move the TV. Well, I tried to move the TV. I tried to twist it around. The whole thing tried to come apart.
Oh, yeah, it must not been understood.
It wasn't understood, no.
Yeah, that's how it is. Well, like I said, I take my time, make sure I do stuff right, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, so it might take me a little longer. Somebody else come in, you know, a couple days they have it done. I take 2 weeks,
right.
but it's gonna be right. We ain't gonna have to do it back over in a couple months. Yeah. So you're impressed, you like it. So for all of the people that thought that, you know, we were making a bad decision on the design for this kitchen, just look at it. Like I said, this is not even the full complete thing yet. Like I said, if y'all have seen the IAG Farm channel, how we did our vent hood, we're gonna do a customized vent hood. We already have an idea of which one we're gonna do. And we're gonna do customized open shelves as well. And so it's gonna be this black, modern, with accents of white and different things, but the main is gonna be black. And we were thinking about like adding in some glass type stuff. So just picture that with like you know, adding in some glass here and there. You know, so that's just gonna brighten it up and make it more modern. And maybe even a glass. I think your dining room table is glass, right?
Glass.
Yeah. So I think it's black and like glass top. And so yeah, so we working this thing down. But it was the same thing we did our kitchen in our mobile home down the road in Emma. People were panicking, but now they see it and they're like, man, this is the most amazing kitchen I've ever seen. You know, and it's like you have to trust that process. And eventually you all are gonna see, and my mom as well, because eventually she's gonna stop kicking and screaming, and she's gonna like just take these lessons for real. Because this is probably the nicest kitchen she's ever had. Like I said, she's had nice kitchens before, but this is like a custom kitchen. Like we shaped this thing from scratch. Like everything that's here, we decided that it went there, and that's power and authority. authority and dominion. Like, we decided where the sink was gonna be at. We decided.
Y'all, they didn't decide anything. All they decided on was the type of colors they were gonna put in the kitchen, because everything is right where it was before. The stove is where it was originally. The sink, the original cabinetry had the sink in that little middle space, and it had those angles. Those, what are those, 90, 40, 45 degree angles? 40, I think those are 45s. 45-degree angles. They didn't do anything different than how it was originally set up. If I have the opportunity and can go back and capture the video, or actually you'll see it. They're gonna show you the before of the kitchen, so you'll see they didn't do anything different. They just modernized it. But Tim talk a good game. Tim don't need anybody to pat him on the back, because he's going to pat his own self on the back. Trust and believe. He is going to give himself all the kudos in the world in the name of Jesus.
Where the cabinets were going to be at. We decided what the refrigerator was going to be at, what's going to be here, what's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you just already have that structure there, and you just have to kind of go with it. It's like, no, we shaped this whole place, you know what I'm saying? And we call it custom, and it's just, like, it's my mom's, it's hers. Like, it's special for her.
It's a renovation. It's not a remodel. You did not remodel. You renovated it. You updated it. You didn't change anything. You didn't take the sink from where it was and put it across the room. You didn't do that. You didn't put the gas line. Well, actually, it's not gas. You didn't put the stove in a different location. You put it right where it was from the beginning. You didn't change anything. So stop. Please. Stop doing that. Because again, you make it seem like you're not used to things. You think because you changed the colors of something that you completely rearranged it. No, you didn't. You put color in a place where there was no color. You changed things. You didn't rearrange. You just changed. There's a difference. Maybe you need to be in that homeschool that your wife is doing with them boys.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the goal, to make it special for her. And sometimes when you try to bless folks, sometimes, you have to drag them along, kicking and screaming to bless them. Because my mom, is not used to these type of blessings. She's not used to somebody like loving on her like this much, you know what I'm saying? With no ulterior motives, nothing to gain on our end, because we're just pouring out, to my mom. So that being said, I'm just gonna let y'all continue to see them work, like I said, because they're getting everything finished up and buttoned up.
Well, you gotta think this is gonna turn into a table. Well, and he's already saying that. That's what he said.
Yeah. So I think with 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 chairs that you can leave here, that this will be your table. Then you can turn around and create this section to be, decoration, simple storage, serving type area. If you go to Greg to put your food stuff over there and have them sit here. So as for a table, now you could possibly do a round table that people can get around. But I'm afraid that if you do anything where every table is reviewed, you're going to really.
Now, when I first saw the countertop go on, actually before the countertop came on, because I knew they were going to have an overhang, because they've talked about this before in previous videos. So I knew they were going to have an overhang so that chairs can go under and people can sit at the counter. When I saw how the light was hanging and the distance from where the light is hanging and where the overhang is located and the wall, I thought to myself, she must not have a dining room. She's probably not putting a dining room table in there, because that space is really small. Now, what she could have done is gotten a pub table or a counter height table that's a little smaller, maybe can seat 2 people, and put that up against the wall. And then 2 people, one person can sit on this side, one person can sit on the other side. She can do that. But that pendant, not pendant, that's not pendant. Okay, we'll call it a chandelier, because that's what she called it. That chandelier, it's going to be in the way. If you're not going to have a table sitting under there, then you don't need a light that hangs that low down, that far down. The light, either she's going to need to pull that light all the way up to the ceiling, to the ceiling, or get a different type of light, because that's going to be a problem for anyone that's tall. Or I think Miss Lillie might be able to run into that at that height. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a carpenter, I'm not a plumber, I'm not an electrician, but I do have some sense of taste when it comes to decorating. I do know how to do that. But they didn't ask me.
That's
a big problem. Once you put them chairs there, that's why I told you don't want to have to do this number right here to get through. You know what I'm saying? You don't better walk through smooth. Yeah. But listen, he didn't even hear the conversation we had earlier. He just looked at it, and that's his professional opinion.
And then where is the deep freezer going?
Because you're this gonna be tape. You can look at it and tell you just make yourself ridiculous.
Where is she gonna put the deep freezer?
That's gonna be your gathering area. This could just be extra storage. Places to keep it.
I thought my mom would think we're conspiring against her now.
Teaming up on
Yeah, teaming up on her.
I want to move through this a little quicker.
See, I told you. See?
Champagne going.
Don't worry. Our next renovation, we're going to do it in our house.
Alright, so plumbing, 1.5 coupling. That's all you'll need for your drain.
Okay.
It comes with basket strainers.
All right, so Mom, you're satisfied with the sink? Looks good?
I think it's just some of the gold, whatever.
Even though the professionals told you that that's like custom, like, or not custom, but regular for people. You know, people do use gold faucets. Yeah. But next renovation.
Somebody else's house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll see what the next one is. If we do another mobile home or if we do a stick-built house next time. But it seems like we do one house per year, so that's the kind of track we've been on. So we gotta find somebody else's house to renovate. Yeah. All right, y'all, they just got finished. Our crews just left from installing the countertops and the sink and all the trim and everything. And it's looking amazing. It's looking like just a miracle just to see this process coming into fruition. And like I said, this kitchen, we like custom designed it. We started like from scratch. We ripped out all of the cabinets that were in there. And they were good cabinets. You know, they were solid, good cabinets. But we knew that we wanted something more amazing, you know, something more abundant for my mom, something fresh that she can call her own. And so I'm about to take y'all in here now and show y'all, not the finished kitchen, because we still got to do floating shelves, vent hood. We still got the sink is there in place, but I still have to do all the plumbing and all that type of stuff. We got a couple drawer pulls that we're missing and maybe a panel here and there. But for the most part, there's an amazing transformation that has happened. And I'm about to take y'all in now and show it to y'all. And let's see. It's amazing new kitchen.
Look at how it was set up, y'all. That's where the refrigerator was located. This is where the stove was. That's where the sink was. They didn't do anything. They didn't change one thing. They upgraded. They didn't redesign. The only thing they took out was that cabinet. A cabinet right here. They took that out.
It's amazing new kitchen. Just look at that. Look at my mom walking around this big open kitchen.
Just loving every inch of it.
That's right.
It's beautiful.
All right, so you want to walk us around or you want me to give the tour?
You can do the tour.
All right.
I'm kind of like you. I got a little tired now.
Yeah, right. Just standing there watching them work, huh?
That's it. That's it.
All right, so I guess I'll start y'all over here. And y'all have seen most of the cabinets and everything. We already showed y'all all of that. But this is the little coffee nook here. And there's a little hole there. They actually had to bring a little plastic trim piece to put over that hole. But that's going to be the hole to access the plug here for the coffee makers and all those things, whatever my mom chooses to put there. So we have that installed. They put in a nice little backsplash that goes all the way around, and that looks good. And these are actually laminate Formica countertops. We chose to go with the laminate just for budget purposes instead of the granite, but we got the laminate design, and it has kind of a texture to it, so it kind of feels like granite. But we chose to go with this laminate and get the same type of laminate that looks like the granite. As we come on around, there's another little small cabinet over here, another little nook, and this is the line for the refrigerator, ice maker. But you can see that over there. As we come on around to one of my favorite spots in the kitchen, which is this amazing black sink that my mom has, and I forget what it's made out of, but it's so quiet. And we have a farmhouse sink in our house, and it's made out of metal, gunmetal, and it's loud when you drop a dish in there. And I can tell this one's gonna be quiet, it's gonna be nice. And the faucet is not fully hooked up yet, but y'all can see it there. Nice black faucet, matte black, to match all the drawer pulls and everything. And just like look at this spot over here, man. Like look at all that counter space, and then all these.
I have to pull this back just a little bit and put it on normal speed because this is another word, these two words that he says together that just nails on the chalkboard for me. Hold on. Right here.
In there, and I can tell this one's gonna be quiet, it's gonna be nice. And the faucet is not fully hooked up yet, but y'all can see it there. Nice black faucet, matte black.
Matte black. When they were in Home Depot getting this stuff, he said matte black, matte black, matte black. If you don't shut up, it's not matte black, it's matte black, matte black. Anyway, I'm just real persnickety with certain things that people say, so don't mind me. It might be totally fine, but matte black is getting on my nerves.
Match all the drawer pulls and everything, and just like look at this spot over here, man. Like look at all that counter space, and then all of these counters have an overhang. There's a smaller overhang here, and then a huge overhang over here, and they actually made these countertops out of plywood instead of using particle board, and that's amazing. So all of these cabinets are plywood and not particle board, even the countertops, because I think that's the problem with these laminate countertops, because they use particle board, and then a little bit of water gets into those little grooves, and it makes that particle board start swelling up. And so my mom actually has plywood framing under the laminate covering, and so that's gonna make these countertops like last for a long time. And like I say, they're brand new cabinets. So if we ever did decide to go with a granite or a quartz countertop, then it just flows right in. You just take these off, screw them off, and put the granite on top. But I don't think we're gonna ever get to that point, because these are some nice strong countertops, and this will be kind of a eating area for all the grandkids and guests and whoever else comes over. And my mom, I think she's starting to agree with me and the professional cabinet installer Blake that this space is gonna be too small for a dining room table. And so, because once you put the chairs in, and then the cabinet installer actually recommended like putting some cabinets over here, like just some small like cabinets, really more for design, where you can put pictures in and things like that. He said they sell them at Home Depot, and you can get them and then just put them in, and so that should look good, and just leave this space open. That way you don't have to turn to the side to get in, and this space is just not big enough for the dining room table. And we're kicking around ideas about making this into.
So, question for the interior decorator, Timothy. When you were designing this kitchen, you didn't think about that? You didn't think about the possibility of having a dining room table in the dining room space? But you the professional.
Dining room. And I kind of had that thought when I was editing a video one day, and I was like, we should have just made this whole room into the kitchen and then turned this room into the dining room, because my mom, she has an extra bedroom that she can use for her workout equipment, and so I think she's going to use that, put the workout equipment in that extra bedroom.
So what you saying is Jesus didn't tell you that in time? Say what now? Jesus didn't tell you to do that? Come on now, Timothy. What happened to your... I thought you had a direct phone line to Jesus. Y'all didn't talk about that? Lord, get your child.
and kind of like use this room for a dining room. And can you imagine like this big old like that can almost be like a china cabinet over there. And yeah, this big old room has a big old dining room. She can have a big old wood dining room table, like a she can paint it black, like get a real wood dining room table and then paint it black. So it's a lot of like vision that I can see for this room. But my mom, she's still working through all the thoughts, but she has agreed that this space here is not going to be big enough for a dining room table. But with this amount of counter space, I don't know if y'all can see or not how much room this is. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people can fit here. Like this is huge. Like for real. It's like
7 regular sized people from Mississippi. That counter, that overhang, the large overhang by itself is not accommodating 5 people on one side. Y'all must be eating like y'all in prison. Bunched up. No. 4 at the most on that one side. And on that other side, 1. Come on now, Timothy. Come on now. Do better. Be better.
Man, I love it. I love how big and open this is. And like y'all remember, it was a big old china cabinet here. And my mom, she loves china cabinets. She loves that, that older style. But, we recommended that she, open it up a little.
Did y'all hear that? Style. I'm going to play it back. I'm going to play it back. Where we at? 4236. 42. There we go.
This is. And like y'all remember, it was a big old china cabinet here. And my mom, she loves china cabinets. She loves that, that older style. But, we recommended that she, open it up a little bit. And she kind of, agreed with us. And she, trusted us. Trusted Megan and I. Really trusted Jesus to open this kitchen up. And I'm really, I'm glad that she likes it, because I was a little bit nervous that she wasn't going to like it. But it looks good. It looks amazing. And let me just walk y'all back this way. Let y'all see it from some different angles. Just look at that. Just go stand over at that sink, Mama. Let's just see how you look over there. Just look at that. Look at that. Walk to the refrigerator. Let's just see what it looks like with you just walking around this thing.
Miss Lily look like she is fed up. She is tired. She want to lay down. Like she is tired. She is not feeling it. She ready to go to bed.
Open this beautiful refrigerator and hey, just everything's laid right there.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Let's just get in the middle of the floor, just twirl around just a little bit. Let me just see.
I'm gonna twirl around, break a bone.
Nah. Just kind of just spin around. There you go. Mm-hmm.
And I love this little corner area here. Now, they're talking about a coffee nook. That's probably going to be my microwave spot.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I say I didn't quite know what it was,
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards, a microwave right there.
That's right.
But, like I said, all the appliances basically right here in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But,
see this right here? That is bringing so much attention. I mean, you're going to look at it anyway. I mean, you know what? Then maybe that's why she's doing it. Because she knows that people are going to see it anyway. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to slide this little inch of hair towards the front. Put me a little gel right here. Make me a little baby hair. You go ahead, Miss Lily.
it's going to be beautiful.
That's right.
It's already beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. So,
yeah. Maybe I'll put in a picture of the event hood that we're thinking about going with. Because like I said, we're trying to, we think there's some glass, like black, but with a little bit of glass with like, kind of, brighten everything up. And like I said, because even on the open shelves, like once she has the open shelves in place, and I'm thinking about, because you can see the color of the floors here, that oak wood look, and then you can see it has those same colors in here, those browns and dark grays and all of that natural looks. And I'm thinking about her open shelves instead of like not doing it whitewash like ours, but having it more like a stained wood, you know. And then on that stained wood, that natural like wood look, to have like glass.
Did you hear that? Stain on that stained wood. Y'all know I'm finna play it back. I'm just so petty.
Instead of like not doing it whitewash like ours, but having it more like a stained wood, you know. And then on that stained wood, that natural like wood look, to have like glass things on there, because ours are more like you know, we don't have any glass, like, you know what I'm talking about, like just glass stuff, you know what I'm saying, like shiny glass stuff.
I got you. Then I gave my glass dishes away when I moved from down the home front.
Exactly, right. We're gonna get some new shiny glass dishes. But you have glass, just decorative, and then, you know, you can use some of the stuff as well, and then have some glass incorporated into that vent hood. I think it's gonna look.
All right, y'all. That's really it. It's only, let me see, it's 47. This video is 47 minutes and 8 seconds. We're at the 45-minute and 14-second marker. We good. So, I like the fact that Timothy is doing some things for his mom. That's very commendable. However, I will restate that I feel that for the sake of content creation, he makes his family suffer through prolonged stages of going without so that he can have content. And I don't think that's fair. If the content you create puts your family at dis-ease, then what are we doing here? What exactly are we doing? But, you know, whatever. I'm watching it. It's a whole lot of other people watching it. They have over 100,000. Here, let me minimize this. And y'all, if you want to go to IAG, not IAG. Go to Resurrection Ranch, and, you know, you can like the picture. You can like the video. Subscribe if you want to. Oh, I'm thinking I'm not even on IAG Farm. Anyway, I was gonna say IAG Farms has over 100,000 subscribers. This one has 41,000. But I mean, it is what it is. What you gonna do? You can't beat them, join them. And like I told you before, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't hate Tim. I don't love him. Like I said, there are times I admire his work ethic, what he does, and then there are times where I question a lot of what he's doing. But what do I know? I'm a suburban girl from the west suburbs of Chicago. It's different around here. Very, very different. I think we don't get into rural areas around here until you drive a good 45 minutes. No. Well, 45 minutes? No, that's not true. Maybe an hour outside of Chicago. If you start at the very end of Chicago, so like either the far west side or the far south side, and keep going south or keep going west, you don't reach rural or even north, because going north you're going to hit Wisconsin, and there's nothing but farmland out there. But it's not even farm. It's still considered the suburbs. Even when you get further up to the border of Wisconsin, those are still considered the suburbs of Chicago. So it's not rural, but it ain't the city either. But yeah, so I'm very disconnected when it comes to that stuff. Where they're from, is really not that far from where my mother was raised. And we still have family in that part of Mississippi, right off of Highway 61 in the Delta, like Vicksburg, Panther Burn, Rolling Fork, Anguilla area. That's my peoples. Leland, Greenville, them my folks. So they're not that far from those areas. And yeah, I wouldn't live there. I couldn't. I'm too Chicagoanized, Illinoisanized. So I can't do it. I can't do it. But thank you all so much for sitting with me through this commentary. Again, this is Resurrection Ranch that we just watched. It's a subsidiary of IAG Farms, and I am Chicago Red. My bad. My phone just decided to disconnect while I was in the middle of saying goodbye. Well, I'm back. And again, this is Chicago Red with another episode of. Now I'm thrown off. I can't even get my thoughts together. Thank you all for watching Chicago Red TV. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like the video. And we'll be back with another one real soon. Until then,